I love these sunflowers so much. Look at my little bees. They're doing so good. I get asked a lot of questions about whatever I'm working on at the time. I know that our farm is very diversified, so we kind of jump from one project to another. We have pumpkins, we have sheep, we have bees, we have cows, we have chickens. It changes so much and so quickly. And so I get a lot of questions about whatever it is that we are filming about, because I also post on Instagram a lot and Facebook, so I get a lot of questions there. And so I don't think people realize that I am a beginning farmer. When we bought this property 7 years ago, I had no farming experience. The only experience I had was going to my grandparents' farm. My uncle was a part of that farm, or is a part of that farm. He owns it now. And then I have another uncle, the one who grows the pumpkins for me. He had a different job, but he would help out when he could. And he moved back just to that neighborhood. And so my experience was very, 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 very limited. I could tell you the basics of things, and I helped weed the garden when I was little, and I would help. I'd always love to scrape the aisle in their milking barn. I'd help with hay when we were down there and it was hay time. We would help stack it in the hay mow and everything. But literally, I could not grow a thing before we moved to this farm. I am pretty active in trying to stay on top of always ways to improve. But also, with that said, I have to do what works for us financially, for this soil, for me, for being the main farmer here. Owen works a full-time job. I work a full-time job. We have 3 kids who are all teenagers, and life is busy. So we are doing the best we can. And there are certain reasons on why we don't do things the way that other people do, and it just doesn't work for us. And that's one of the things that I love about living in this time, because back then, and I stopped that abruptly because there is something wrong with a calf over here, and I need to see what is going on. Those calves are on the wrong side of the fence. So I have to figure out how in the world to get them in. I see the issue. This is something that we totally forgot about, and we never hooked it up. So they've just been walking right on through to get out. There's some pretty nice pasture out here. You're the friendly one, huh? Yep, you need to go back in. Come on. Come on. Okay, go on in, bud. Just walk towards me. Do you see it? Go on. Yep, right there. Dude, you came out it. There you go. Good job. No, you need to stop there. Go. There you go. What? Well, that was an easy fix. And now that I know that there's an issue there, we can fix that and actually put a gate there. How low our pond is, where this T-post is usually the end of the shore, and it is dry all the way out to the center. That is probably 300 feet. That's horrible. But what I was saying was, we have to do things that are economical because we are on a very tight budget, and do things that might be more project based. So I can put in my planner and budget the time to do a day's worth of projects, but I probably don't have time. Like, look at ground cover. It takes us a day to put the ground cover down. And so that is kind of more project based, where if I was to plant, just take the area that we plant in and then have to go in and weed it, that requires X amount of hours a day. And that is something that I don't have time for because of kids going different places, and my work schedule fluctuates a lot. So we do a lot of things that are not conventional. And sometimes that bothers me because you kind of get caught up with what everybody else is doing and you feel like you're doing it wrong. But in the end, we have been able to do this entire farm on a shoestring budget, paying as we go, not charging things to credit cards, not taking out a loan. And we have been able to make it successful. And we have been, we created this beautiful, beautiful farm out of something that was really, really in rough shape and needed a ton of work. So that's just kind of my mindset, I guess, on everything, because sometimes it is hard to, you see beautiful farms and YouTubers and they're hiring staff and all of that. And I would love to hire staff. I need to hire staff, but it's not in the budget. But we're getting there. And this is our best year. Opening the stone coop has been amazing. We've had wonderful sales. And so it feels like all of that hard work is finally paying off. And yeah, we don't do things the conventional way, but we're doing things organically. We're doing things amazing, that I can grow all this with no experience in agriculture before. So that's just kind of my ramblings from the pumpkin patch and calf chasing adventures of tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you on the next one.